Well, hi Liz. I hope you can hear me. Violet's in the middle of a storm at the moment. I don't know if she'll be able to join in. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully she will, but I just wanted to play. I played with the DecoArt stuff on Monday, but I didn't get a chance to do any gel plating, and I like gel plating, so I thought, let's do a little extra. It's the idea anyway. So I've been also looking at P&M's video they did, don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But Mariah just posted the link to it in Makers. And it was all about mixing paints, and she's got me interested in it again. So I was thinking, what paint do you not like that you might be able to do something with? And I've got a whole load of paints then. And I particularly got blush. Blush is not me. Look, I mean, it's a sort of wishy-washy pink. It's supposed to be for faces and things like that. And I have used it for that, but I've usually had to change the colour anyway, because it's not what I wanted. It's too dark or something, but you wouldn't think looking at that, but yes, it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plop some on here. Let's have a fair bit. And I thought I wanted to get rid of this Ashphaltum. Well, not all of it, but I got so many bottles of it in all those thingies. I thought, let's see if I can't add a little bit to that and see if it would change the colour at all. If it doesn't, it'll just be a mess. But we don't mind messes, do we? Now, somewhere, there we are. I've got a nice little... And I've got some magenta there to add to it. So we've added a little dollop of Ashphaltum, otherwise known as burnt umber, or a sort of burnt umber anyway. Sorry about the coughing, just can't help it. So I'm going to add a little bit of that, see what that does. That'll pinken it up a bit, I expect. Yes, indeedy. Glad you came, Liz. Do you do much paint mixing? So there's 5 of those. Oh, plus all the bit that just flooded off. Now, just need a tissue to wipe its nose, and me. Gosh, they do stain the magenta, doesn't it? Quite a bit. So let's have a bit more of the Ashphaltum as well. Yes, that's a better pink. If there is such a thing as a better pink. Watercolour, some acrylic. I see, yes. Yes, I've done a fair bit of watercolour, but more acrylic lately. But I want to go do a big picture on a canvas. So I got myself a big canvas, but I haven't had time to start. I've got to prep the canvas first before I do anything. I've got a print I want to copy to go at one of my favourite subjects, favourite paintings, called The Fighting Temeraire. So I don't know. I want more brown than that. I'm going to add a load more brown. There we are. Good blollop. See what happens. I mean, I'm just experimenting here. I'm not really doing anything. I'm liking the brownness of that more. I might have to turn my fan off. I think it's drying things a little on the fast side. That's definitely a better colour. But I think more brown. I want it browner. Might add a little bit of yellow. I mean, we want puke brown, really, don't we? Certainly don't want puke pink. That's more like a sort of the flesh tone of a nice bloke you met at the party. Not bad. Yeah. A yellow. I had a yellow. There we are. Transparent yellow iron oxide. I'm going to add a bit of that. It's going to make it more ugly, I expect. But we've got the recipe because I've recorded it. Hello, Mariah. I'm playing. I'm afraid Violet may not be able to join me. She's there's a storm overhead and it took the power out just before I went online. Just before I went live, I mean. I intended to make mud, and oh look, I've made mud. Lovely pink colour. I'm trying to get away from the pink. Mind you, I added more magenta, so it's not going to get away from the pink. I think I'm just keeping adding colours until I get something nicer. Permanent violet dark. Going to add some of that. Might help if I first take the seal off the paint. This is one of the new paints I got that I was desperate to play with. Silly putty. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Or slime. Oh, hello, Carmen Cito. So I want to darken it up for sure. Wipe its nosy. Hello, Evie. Oh, that's nicer. Isn't that nicer? That's much better. That's much nicer. So I want to go more towards the blue tones, I think. So I got rid of some of the Ashphaltum, but not much. I need P to figure out what sort I'm going to mix with Ashphaltum to A, get rid of some of it, because I got it in almost every one of those sets I bought, and use it up a bit. Give me a reason for using the Ashphaltum. So I'd like can she think of something I can do with it? Preferably not goose turd green. I know P likes goose turd green, but it's not really my favourite. Now, that's a lovely colour now. I'm going to add a bit more of that permanent violet dark, because I think that was doing a good job there. It's quite a pool I'm adding. Oh, yes, yes. It's not going to be violet dark, but it's going to be a lot better colour than it was. And one of these days I must get round to doing some mixing with colour with the pure powder. I do hope Violet can join us soon. Hello, darling. Hello. I'm going live to do a play because when I did the live on Monday, I did quite a lot with some paint sets I had, but I didn't get around to doing any playing on the gel plate, you see, so I wanted to have a play. And I mean, that's half the reason I go on live. Oh, hello, Mo. Blackberry and apple crumble. It does, doesn't it? Yes. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me when we used to have custard, and with blackberry and apple crumble, and you mix the two together. That's the colour you get. So that's blackberry and apple crumble. I like it. Very good. Let's pop it all into the container. I'm going to need a whole lot more of it though, so I can use up more of that flesh paint that I don't use for anything else. And in fact, you can probably make flesh paint to start with, to have your base colour to mix everything else with. But what can I mix with brown to get something more interesting, more vibrant and different? So perhaps we can message P and ask her if she can figure something out for us. She's good at the mixing, a lot better than me. I just play with it, but then I play with most things. It is much better than the pink I started with. Absolutely. Anything's better than the pink I started with. Flesh. I'd like to know whose flesh was that colour, because I'm not convinced that it's anybody's. So there we are. We've got blackberry and apple crumble. Blackberry and custard, I think I'll call that one. Right, let's wipe up, because we have to clean our stuff. Otherwise it takes forever to get it off, and we'll do a bit of play. Might use some of that as well. No, I had a second one. There we are. Always a good idea to clean things before you do anything, or after you've done something. Right, let's get the gel plate out. I've got 3 sitting here waiting. Isn't that kind of them? So I'll make a little label for that. Whoops. Put the glass sheet away for now. Some of those colours I saw P had mixed on that video that, oh, hi, Darcy, that Mariah had posted. They were really intriguing, some of them. Not the goose turd green ones. I'm not a great fan of those, but some of the other colours there, I really did like the look of. So I'll move my cup of tea. We don't have too many accidents. And I've got all these lovely pots to move. And I've got these new paints, the Americana DecoArt ones. Oh, P, hello, Patricia. Yeah, I was just saying to Mariah that I wanted you to think of something that I could mix with the Ashphaltum to make a more interesting colour. Master mixologist. Yes, she is, isn't she? So maybe I should leave that underneath. I put it underneath so I could see more what was going on, like that. There you are. I know P will prefer it like that, won't you? So I've got all this Ashphaltum, and, you know, I must have about 6 pots of it now. And that is not a good thing to have. Must get rid of that before I get the purple all over everything. So I'll put these 2 down. I am hoping that Violet will come along, because she had a power cut, and I don't know whether she can get back on. She managed to message me, but I don't know if she can get online at all. Right. So if I use some of the blackberry and apple, oh, I've got to make a label for that. I like a nice label. There we are. Blackberry and custard. Hee. And we've got to look at this stream to find out how to make it, because I can't remember. I put loads in it. I don't think you actually need to put loads in. It'd probably be perfectly fine with just the brown, the Ashphaltum, and the, what was it? the permanent violet dark, I think. Yes, it's brown. It looks a bit like burnt umber to me. The Ashphaltum. I will smear some out. I'll put some on here. We'll do a pull with it, see what it does. Blackberry and custard. Sounds nice, actually, doesn't it? Blackberry and custard. So we'll do something with the Ashphaltum. And I've got a stencil I made, which isn't quite ready, really. So I shall have a go with it, but I haven't quite finished with it. Thought I had a better version of it. This one's the earliest one. It's not great, but it's using the sea dragons. Well, I'm going to put the brown out first so you can see it. We can always get the plate out and do that if we want to. Do some mixing on the glass plate. So there's that. See, it's a sort of chocolate brown, a sort of mix between dark chocolate and milk chocolate. Ashphaltum. It's not really asphalt. Asphalt in this country is black. Oh, there's some hairs there. I don't like the look of that. Good grief, I think it's been sitting on the dog. Yes. So, well, these are obviously under the sea. And we've got them. So look, let's have a white tissue. Pull some of that up. Semi-sweet chocolate. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I ought really to cut around it a bit, but I particularly wanted the sea dragons rather than the sea dragons on their own, because I want to be able to use this with stencil butter, you see. Warm it up with red or yellow. Yes, yellow might turn it into a sort of goose turd green. Don't really like goose turd green much. Or perhaps goose turd brown. Blue-like colour. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Not fond. Is there anything else you can do with brown than that? So, we've got a bit of a pattern. Lovely. And then when I pull this up, should be something left. Ooh. So I want to pull that with something else. How about blackberry custard? Make beige. Yeah, you can make beige. Ooh, mix it with gold and make a bronze. Now that's a much better idea. Yeah. That I like. Oh, Paint Master, that I like. It's probably going to smudge because I haven't let it dry. But I'm just playing. Colour shift colours. Well, I have got this lavender flash. Red to get more rust colour. Yes, that's a good idea. Red to get more rust colour. Let's add a bit of that over there and we'll see what happens, eh? Probably not going to do anything at all, but we'll see. Oh, I should push that further up out of the way. You won't be able to see very much. Certainly not if I put my finger on it. There we go. Better? Go back to work and you're watching while cutting tomatoes. So, let's have a look at the other side in case there might be something there. Ooh, there might. Oh, I say, hey, look what the colour flash has done, the lavender flash. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's pink, but it's not bad at all. Pink and blackberry and custard. I might leave that for a bit. So we'll get another one out and we'll see if we can do something with that. And that's starting with the Ashphaltum. That's interesting. So what have I done with my gold? Hello, gold. Where are you all? I did have a metallic pot with lots of metallics in. Cobalt violet hue. Maybe not. The blues, that's not it. I've got a lot of reds there, and I've got burnt sienna. And, oh, what a surprise. Burnt umber. Got so much of the stuff. Oh, hi, Jean. Joan, sorry, beg your pardon. So, I will keep looking for the gold every so often. I mean, I've got gold in Vitria Pabeo paste, but that's not the same thing. Quinacridone burnt orange. Oh, and I've got a Perignon orange. Wonder about that. I used that in quite a while. And of course, I've also got Sea Aqua and Bahama Blue. I don't really want to use up all of those, but I can use a bit because I'm sure there's some repeats. Oh, and I've got whatever this is, turquoise, which is basically just sort of in between some of these, isn't it? But that's a Pabeo one, or Pabeo. I can't remember. Pabeo. And that one, I think I bought, I'm not sure, might have been in the range or somewhere like that. In a shop, anyway, as opposed to online. So let's look at this burnt umber and see what it looks like in comparison to the Ashphaltum. In fact, we'll put them both on the plate and see what happens. Brown experiments. I think this is darker. I think the Ashphaltum is lighter. But not a lot, by the look of it. I thought it was lighter. This is quite a chocolatey sort of colour as well, isn't it? This appears to be a bit more liquidy, not quite as dry. That seems to have some more red in it, red tones in it, the burnt umber. Look at that. There we go. We'll use the same one again so that we've got something to refer to. And another white tissue. There we go with that. See, what I've done is I've connected the sea dragons up to the base sheet, so that I've got a full sheet, as opposed to singular masks. I mean, I love the masks, but I just wanted this so that I could. The thing is, when you're doing it with stencil butter or something, you need to be able to get it just on that, so you get a clear, you know, single outline, single image, as opposed to one where you might have smudges around the edge. That's what I was finding anyway. See, the main point of this is to get this in, take the paint out like that, so that you've got the impression left behind. And you've certainly got some nice images there. Imagine that done in stencil butter, which I can then put onto the head. You see, that's really what I wanted it for. Ooh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Some nice outlines around that. Some nice patterny outlines. So if I leave that to dry a bit next in front of the fan, like that, and we bring back the blackberry custard, see what we might have. Anybody else there? Oh, hello, Zandra. Patty's not feeling well. Oh, hello, Tanya. So I have to pull the, I don't think that's quite ready. Have to pull the camera down because I'm using the Kindle at the moment. We're having a bit of a problem with the Canon. See, that side's coming up lovely, except for in the middle. So not quite ready yet. We've got another one to play with in the meantime. Whoops. Come on, fan, do your job. So we've got another one here. Sister had something done. I expect if it's a knee, it would be. My husband had a knee dealt with, but that was because he came off his bike because a car came a bit too close to him. Very nearly went into him. He was very lucky. So let's use some of these nice colours. I've got a sapphire, metallic sapphire. I do like the metallics. I'm sorry, but I do. There we go. Now this is sort of colour you'd expect to see a sea dragon near, because they have a lot of this colour in them, white and this colour. Quite a lot. Put that out the way for now. And I definitely want to do the sea dragon. Where is the other sea dragon one? Well, it's the same as this one. It's just I'm just trying to get the lines, connecting lines to stick it to the paper a bit better, because this one you can see is not very good. It's broken. The next one is a bit better, and hopefully when I get to the last one it'll be even better. Blue. Blue for sea dragons. Atlanticus glauca. Because it's mostly found in the Atlantic, I think. Probably, or first found in the Atlantic, perhaps. I went out today. Marianne, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I'm just playing here. I'm just having a bit of fun. Not doing anything very serious. Because it's nice to have a little play now and then. And you can experiment and or not if you don't want to. Just trying to get the edges because we want the long dangly bits. Took some effort getting the dangly bits connected. Put a pattern all the way down in order to connect those. Hoping it'll work. So you're seeing an experiment in the stencil and an experiment in some of the paint. So we're doing quite a bit of experimenting here. Hello, Diane. Good to see you. There we are. That's rather nice. That's really the right sort of colour for them. That and a sort of pearly white. Lovely. I like that one. Pop it up there to dry. And take this off. Bloop, 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 bloop. I do like the sound of stencils coming up. Now I've got a whole load more down there, but I thought I might have a go with some black. Now this is the black tissue, art tissue from Hobbycraft. So we'll find one piece of that if we can separate them all out. I think I've still got two there. Yeah, there we are. One piece of that. And I'm wondering whether this is going to bleed through the same or less than the other black tissue, the one from Carnival Papers. Not bad. I don't seem to have anything like as much on there. There's a little bit coming through, but some of it's just come from the previous. What's it? Hello, Diane. Hello there. Glad to see you. So let's have a look at the other side. Oh, that's not bad at all, is it? That does look good. So I'll leave that for a bit because I want to make sure I get a fair. Oh, will I? Get a fair bit of it. I think it's going to come off now. It's looking good. It's looking good. Yes, I think so. It's leaving some, but it's that'll do for a third print. That's not bad at all. You can't see it. Just a minute. Let me put it down flat. It'll be easier for you. There we go. I've got the fan over here, you see, so. But that's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. I'm quite pleased with that. We've got the, we've got a double whammy here. We've got the sea dragons, and we've got some beading look, or as Mariah calls it, crazing. I love that. Isn't that nice? That's lovely. I think I would be better turning this stencil into a bigger one so that it would be for a bigger sheet, because that's almost the size of the 8x10 plate. It was 7x8. I could get it up to the 8x10. That would help a bit. But I think it might be better going up to the, what is it, the 12 or 14. Oh, hello, Penny. Don't think I've met you before. Nice to have you come along. Yes, it is rather good, isn't it? I'm a big fan of this colour. I've had it for a while, and I keep buying another one. Metallic Sapphire. Metallic Sapphire. This is DecoArt, and I believe I got it from either the range. No, I think it was from the range. Yeah. So that's lovely, that one, and that's good enough. But I wanted the stencil particularly so that I can put stencil butter through and put it on the head. Miss Giraffe's head, to be exact. Oh, that's yellow. Oh, it's not. It's silver argent. That might be the right container. There we are. We've got light gold. I could try that with that Ashphaltum. And I think I should have a dark one as well. No, that's more light gold. Pewter? No, tin. I don't think that would work. Now that's more like it. Deep gold. I think we'll try it with the deep gold. I think that might be better. Put that down for a mo. And I could see if I could bring that up as well. Let's get rid of that for a minute and pull up the glass plate and see if we can mix a nice bronze with deep gold. Now, if I've got that much on the plate, hiya, Anne. If I've got that much on the plate, Patricia, about how much Ashphaltum do you reckon I should be using? Little bit? Huge amount? Might want a bit of teal in there as well. I think teal or turquoise. That's Bahama blue. Where's the turquoise gone? Turquoise. I think a little bit of this in there with it is going to help it be a bit more like old bronze, and the Ashphaltum is going to give it the oldness. I've just put a little bit down. I can always add a bit more. Where's my... Couldn't find the other one. We'll use this one. I think more gold. That's better. Yes, I think that's a better combo. Thanks for that, Patricia. Yes. It does have a sort of old bronzy look, doesn't it? I like that. Yes. I wonder if the Aztec one would work. Oh, I'm liking that. I think a little bit more of the Ashphaltum, make it a little bit darker. Just a tiny bit, though. I was typing for P while having lunch. What did you type? What did you type? I missed something? Let me look back. Hello, Diane. I don't think it was that, was it? You were P. Okay. You were P. Did you then go off and cut the tomatoes then? I'm liking that. I'm loving that. That's a really good colour, I think. Try to get as much of the colour off as I can. So I've got all the blue off. Right, what did I do with the jars? I moved them, didn't I? Where did I put them? Anybody see where I put them? No, neither did I. There we are. I put them over the other side. There we are. Got them. Now, of course, I don't know whether P is really P or not. It's lovely, isn't it? It's a really nice look. And I don't mind with some of the blue still showing, because I think that's the turquoise. That's lovely. That's what you get in bronze anyway. And in fact, it might be an idea to just leave some streaky. Deliberately, I mean, apart from just being lazy and not mixing it anymore. It's a lot big. These tubs are a lot bigger than you think. They really are. So that's all bronze. Lovely. Thanks very much for that. I believe that's that one. And let's have a look at that old one before we use some of that bronze. The old plate, I mean, that was nicely drying in front of the fan, hopefully. That one. I think somebody ought to talk to the storm people and tell them not to send storms to Violet. So I'm going to try some of the bronze on this. That's dry. That is lovely and dry. That's with the two browns. It's got the Ashphaltum on this side and the burnt umber on that. The burnt umber, if you remember, it's got a bit more red tone in it. Well, that's looking good, isn't it? It's almost like sort of an old brass even. How do you tell the difference between old brass and old bronze? Well, I think old bronze is browner. And old brass is more brighter and golder. Well, not brighter, exactly. Oh, I've got a huge, huge hair. Ew. That's not clever. Well, we'll see if anything happens there with that. I want another. I think I might try the black just to see what happens. Now that's been sitting on the stencil down there, so please ignore that. That was my fault for putting things down badly. Bryce is going to have more yellow. Yes, exactly, brighter. When it tarnishes, it turns green. That's going to have to wait a bit. We'll have a look at the other one that's been waiting. This one. Now, if it doesn't pull all the way, it's just tough. Well, it pulled a lot more. Only a couple of little splots there. Oh, that's nice. Look what happened with the lavender flash. That was intriguing. We've got some nice little definition there and some duller definition over there with the, what was it? The blackberry and apple. Sorry. Blackberry and custard. Yes, so that's definitely old bronze. And I'll do another one with, probably with the Aztec, because it's a yellow or gold as well, if I can find it. So, lovely, lovely. We've got the remnants here of the blue. Could just pull that with gold, couldn't you? That might be intriguing. Would that be gold on the black or gold on the white tissue? I think on the black, because I think both being metallic are going to show through. And I'm going to use the light gold because I happen to have 2 tubes of that. Bonnie, that one's nearly empty. Hello, Ricky. Good to see you. We're a bit quiet at this end because I'm on my own because Violet's got a storm going through her area and it blacked out the power for a bit. I don't know whether she'll make it back or what. She might not. It's so difficult to get folded tissue to separate. And so it can just grab one sheet instead of 900. Now this is the art tissue that I got from Hobbycraft. So I'm hoping less comes through. I'm not seeing a great deal. It should be like gold on there. I don't see any, do you? I don't think it's coming through. I think the art tissue is going to be better for not bleeding through. I'm going to have to leave that a bit there because it's not pulling the blue up yet. So it's got to have a bit of time. Oh, there's a little bit come through, but not much. Well, we've got a lot of people in. Don't forget, if you like us, well, it's only me today. If you like me, or the stream at least, go and give us a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Now, we've got this one that had the blackberry on one side and the lavender flash on the other. So there's a little bit left to pull up, but we'll see if we can't add something different. I have got iridescent copper fine. And I'm not using much of the other colours, the new colours, because I'm just going, oh, I love this colour, I love that one. But I did want to play, so But I will use some of the others. Perhaps, yes, we'll use the copper first. And then I'll use something dark afterwards, because I got some dark stuff. A load of dark blues. It's not moving much. I've got too much paint on there, haven't I? Well, too much. Let's see if I can't get it to move a little bit. There we are. Let's not be so bullish about it. Right. Use this. And I want the black tissue. Come on, separate. Now this is going to be difficult because I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm going to have to use this. Hello, Julie. Now, Violet's, there's been a storm over her. It was a big blue splot on the weather. Well, it can't be forecast because it was happening right then. She said, see the big blue splot? That's me. Power's out. So I don't know how much I'm going to get up from this because I can't see what I'm doing. So just have to hope I get everything. Yes, I hope she's okay. It can mean really dangerous things happening when the power goes out like that, can't it? What have we got? There's this one just here. And we've got, I'm going like that. And this one, what's this one doing? Oh, that one's sort of there. And then we've got one in the middle. One over here. And over here. I'm probably not going to get all the tips of the, well, I call them wings, but they're not really, are they? Sort of like paddles or feelers or something. But I'm probably not going to get all of it. Though you can go. Whether that's going to make any difference, we'll find out, won't we? Let's see. There we go. And then we'll pop this back down again. That's our method of registry, or this one for now anyway. I like this one because you don't have to do much. And because I don't mind when things are not quite exactly the way you want them, because I think that adds to it, it gives it more of a personal randomness. Oh, hello, Dana. So I can take those off now. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh, that's looking interesting, isn't it? That is looking really good. I'm pleased with that. So I've got to leave that one and make sure I get it all. I want all that. So what have we got down here? We've got a couple of things with sheets on. Let's have a look at this one. Let's see what we've got here. This is the one with the browns with the Ashphaltum. I think this one with the Ashphaltum and the burnt umber. And it's left quite a lot of crack marking. So that will be interesting to play with. Did I say hi, Cookie? Hi, Mo? I think I did. So that is really rather intriguing because we've got some gradation of colour in that. Look how the bronze plaque has aged. No, this is the... I haven't found any of the black tissue actually get stuck to it. You're more likely to have a problem when it's still wet and therefore less strong. But I find that if you leave it till next day, it comes off and it's really fine. But it can come off really slowly the next day because, of course, it's stuck really, really well. It's lovely, isn't it? I like that one. I think that's really intriguing, that one. Try not to put it on top of the stencil. Oh, yeah. So I'll leave that for a minute while we look at what the other one might have done. This is that one. I don't think I'm going to get very much out of this one. I mean, it's coming off, but I don't think there's much on there. It's mostly hidden underneath. But we have got some nice blue showing through, but I just can't see the... Oh, I can see one of them there. Sea dragons. But they're not showing through very much. So it's... Yes, it's the art tissue, the one from Hobbycraft. Now, I don't know what it would be where you are, but you might try the art tissues you can get in the USA, and of course, Julie in Australia, and see what you might get on New Zealand. So this has got the blue coming through, and you can see a faint little bit of the sea dragons, but not much. Not much. But it's quite nice. I mean, it's a lovely colour. You can always do things on top of this, you see. I mean, I've got those pastes. You can always do your drawing on it. Whoops. You know, you can write things on it. That's black, so you could do that. Or there's the one I made, which is quite good. I mean, I've got to shake it up and mix it up again, and then you can do things on it. So supposing we wanted... Now, I'm not great at this asemic writing stuff. I'm really not. So we'll just see what happens. Of course, it's not quite dry. So that works. That's the blue I made. I made it on another video, I think. I hope. Wonder how I made it. I hope it's on a video. Let's have a go with the black just to see what might happen. So this is the Pabeo one. So it's a Vitria transparent outliner for glass. Well, it seems to work all right. I don't know. So what am I going to do on this? I don't know. There we go. So you can do that same sort of writing, the asemic writing. See? Let's put that somewhere where the fan is not going to get hold of it and blow it away, because I'm quite pleased with that. I don't normally do very good acrylic writing, but that's not bad. I'm not sure how the blue is going to stand up. This is more like a paste, this one. Ink black it is, this one. Babeo Vitria 160. Transparent outliner for glass. Ink black. 066. So there you go. That's that one. And this one I mixed myself. I cannot remember what I did. I hope that it's on a video somewhere. So I'll put that aside for now, and I can always do a bit more later. I have to put it over a far distance off so the fan's not going to blow it away like it's trying to. Hang on, hold the phone. I put it there. I've got to put something on it by the edge. It might survive. So let's have a look at that one with the cracks, the gold cracks. And we could use a teal on top of that. And that would be nice with the sea dragons. It's wearing out, but I haven't got the connectors quite right. I need to do more work on it because it's just not quite there. But it's fun. But I need it more sturdy so I can use it with the stencil butter. That's not sturdy enough for that yet. So teal. Where's a nice teal? Oh, I was going to use darker colours that I got. Let's use Phthalo turquoise because I've got it. And in fact, because this is a high flow, you get a little thing in it and you've got to shake it up. Doing my own typing now. Pico done. What's a pico? Oh, this is a new one. The reason it's not coming out is it can't. Don't you hate it when you can't peel these things off? And there's a nasty thing left on it. Oh well, there we go. Got it off. Hooray! So this is, as I said, turquoise, phthalo turquoise. Or turquoise phthalo, depending on how you look at it. Oh, and then we'll open it again. That's the fan blowing it there. Because it could also be electrostatic forces. And I want to add to that some of the interference pearl. I just think it might be nice. But it would be better if I then shook that one as well. What's Ashphaltum? Ashphaltum is one of the colours that came in the sets I bought of designer finishes. This was the wrought iron one, and it had an Ashphaltum in it. All it is something that looks rather like burnt umber, but is a little bit less red than the burnt umber I've got somewhere here that I was using a second or two ago. Somewhere there. Pass. Sorry, guys. It helps if you clean the nose, because obviously I didn't clean the nose, so there's a little bing in the way. That's better. Yeah. Like the nose. On we go. That's nice. Oh, that was a good decision. I like that. That's going to go really nicely. And I'm going to get some crazing beading up. I think I'm going to remove this one. I'm quite fond of that. That's not a bad brayer off sheet. Nice colours. So I'm going to remove that and then finish brayering off that on there. What did I do with the... Oh, it's right in front of me. What a loon. Now then, this is dark, so I'll need a white tissue. So that's coming through all right. But it's the high flow and it's very sort of wet and inky like. And they're both the paints I put on there just now are both the high flow. So they're both quite watery. And I put too much on as per normal. I know I do, but I'm only playing, I don't care. It's a chill out. Well, I'm glad you like it, Evie. See if we can get a bit of pattern from this one. Oh, and there's a little one down there I missed. Right, let's pull that up. Trying to get his head quite right. In the hopes that if nothing else, you better see which way he's pointing. I'm liking that. That's not bad at all. That gives me that phthalo turquoise in a sort of metallic-y colour by using the pearl. Lovely. Lovely. Right, let's hook that out the way. We've got a fair bit of pattern down there. I'm going to need to move that somewhere away from the fan. I've not got anything on the floor. I think I might have to turn it off so that I've got somewhere to put the prints. Running out of room. Now, if I go over that with the silver, isn't it here? Yeah, iridescent silver. Then I might be able to pull that with a black, like maybe the Astro Bright. Bye, Mo. Thanks for popping by. Now, an Astro Bright. I've got a load of them down here. I'll pop one up. Ready? Astro Bright. So I'm not going to pull that just yet because I want that to dry a bit more so that I will be able to capture more of what's on there. That's looking interesting, isn't it? I love the cracks, the gold cracks going through it. I think that's going to be fabulous. Right, so we've got another one down here with nothing much on it. Just a little bit of gold here and there and a dog hair. So we'll get rid of the dog hair. Hopefully there'll only be the one. And I'm wanting to use some of this. I like that. That's... Oh no, that's not the one. Oh, I know what I want to use. Ha ha. That's what I want. And I like the big one as well. That's from the set. And oh dear, I have to have a drink. But I want to put them down afterwards, after getting some colour on. So more or less like that, sort of, kind of, if it works. So what colour should we have? Oh, permanent violet dark would be nice. And that's one of my new ones. So I said I was going to use the new ones, didn't I? Oh, I can't seem to stop getting stencils here and there. I keep either looking in old boxes or saying to Mariah, oh, can I have that? Or else making one. I think I might add a little bit of the silver to this just to see what happens. Because it was a nice effect on the last one. Let's see what it does with this one. Because the violet dark is not metallic, but with the silver it might become a little bit so. Fair bit on there. I may take some more off actually. Yes, take a bit off. We'll get more beading up doing that as well. I think that might be better. Now, that one and that one. This one and that one. This is the new set, and so is this. And the insides from the smaller ones. Now that's a darkish colour. I may not have too much metallic, so we'll do it on a white if I can just get the white up. My hands are getting very dry with all the paint on them. That's better. Difficult to pick anything up. A little golden goes a long way. Well, especially if it's the high flow. Yes, indeed, Diane. Absolutely. And you get more of the beading up and these nice cloud effects. And to get the sea urchin to show through. And the edges of that one. This reminds me of the cardoon flowers. I've got two on the plant. It's been 4 years with nothing. You know, some years it just died because something ate it, but never a flower anywhere. But this year it's grown all the way up and it's got 2 flowers on it. I was astonished. And those lovely green beetles seem to love it. And the bees and all those hoverflies and everything are all coming madly for it. I think that's as good as it's going to get. I think. Oh, there's the hair. Right. And this one. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, look at that one. Ooh, that should be lovely. I wonder why that one came out better than the others. Why is that? Why do some of them come out so brilliantly? Oh, I know. Yeah, perhaps because the stencil is new here, and here the stencil had paint on. I think. Not absolutely sure. See the lovely pattern on there? What's that? Mary Ann Colley, Hi Mariah. I don't know why that happened. I haven't touched anything. I don't know. Oh, that's got rid of it. I don't know what I must have done. Sorry, guys. Guys and gals. Actually, mostly gals. In fact, all gals. No, guys. Sorry. Daft as a brush, ain't I? Oh, yes. Oh, that is nice. Look at the lovely effect of that. That's nice. I've got some gorgeous patterning going on here. All from purple and silver. Who'd have thought? Some lovely effects. I do like that little crazing in the corner there. That's pretty neat. Not bad at all. I'm pleased with that. That came out really well. That was the, what was that? Permanent Violet Dark and Silver. So that's intriguing, really intriguing. I like that. So put that away to clean, and we've still got a trace on here, but I doubt if we're going to get much more off that because it's really faint and I've got dog hair everywhere. Sorry, but I happen to have a dog because it would be really odd if it wasn't. Got to try and get that little bit off. There we go. That's better. Lovely. Yes, Ashphaltum. That's Ashphaltum. And it's a sort of pale brown. And it came out. I used it with some gold I made, the bronze. And that is burnt umber. And this side is the Ashphaltum. It's rather good, isn't it? I might add some Naples yellow or some ivory, otherwise known as Titan buff, to the Ashphaltum and see what we get. Because I think that might be a good mix. Let's have a go with that. Now, there we are. There's a nice one. Nice big one. Ivory buff titanium, which is Pabeo. So we'll do a mix of this. A good lot because I want to put it in a little pot. With some Ashphaltum. I think I need more Ashphaltum in that. Yes, I like beading up, Diane. It's a really lovely thing, and it works really well with some of the iridescents and the metallics, and even better with high flows. That's what I found. I found that the high flows really do like to craze. And as Mariah has often said, it works better if you have a new plate or a plate you've just conditioned. What colour am I mixing here? Fudge. How about fudge? Oh, bye, Carmen Sita. Not really much like fudge. Perhaps a bit more yellow in it. Gold yellow. Mocha. Yes, it was a bit like mocha, wasn't it? Not anymore. It reminds me more now of Angel Delight, which was never much of a delight to me. I rather like that, actually. That will go quite well with something like the blackberry and custard. Can you imagine the two together? Yes, I think so. Toffee, yes, it is a bit, isn't it? Fairly opaque. Am I? Right, okay. I think I was fairly opaque anyway, wasn't I? I don't think I put a transparent down. The Ashphaltum, I don't think that's transparent, is it? Doesn't say so. That was very opaque. And what else did I add to it? The Titan Buff, wasn't it? Was the Titan Buff particularly transparent? I don't think it was. Anyway, let's get it in the pot. I don't know. Would it be coffee cream, do you think? A nice golden colour. Yes, could do. Okay, we'll leave that then, shall we? And we'll put some with the silver. I have got another pot, thank goodness. I'm getting low on pots, though. I'm going to have to buy some more pots. Getting very well spread. Hi, Debbie. You see the glass now? Yes, you can, just about. What are we making? What did you say? Put the silver there? A nice golden colour. It's not looking particularly golden. I think I might need to add a bit more yellow. And some more silver. Camel colour. Yes, it is a bit like that, isn't it? But with a slight silveriness to it. I don't think we're making gold pea. Did I add too much yellow to it? I did, didn't I? No, I hadn't added any silver to the other one. I stopped popping it into the, it was just the caramel colour. No, that's the gold. There we are, just the caramel colour. Sort of toffee fudge. Coffee and cream. Mousse. Coffee and cream mousse is more like what it is. But I just stopped putting it in the pot when P said so. Or was it you? Let's pop that in. Better do some labels. Better do some labels. It's not looking like gold at all to me. Might have to get it out and mix it with something else. But then you can buy gold, so perhaps I should have added something like Indian yellow or something more opaque, translucent. I'm getting paint everywhere now. Right. It's a clean door. That's how you like your coffee, is it? That's about like almost the colour of my tea. I do like it quite weak. It's a little bit, it's probably more like mocha. Need a new wiper. Oh, I don't want to put that on there. Just see what we've got there. There we are. Better. Cleaner. Right, pop that away. We'll get on with a bit more gel plating. Right. That's the one we were. Oh, that's the one with the silvery remnants of that there. So let's have a go with more of a teal, or perhaps some of that. Oh, got another hair. Oh, what a mess. Well done, me. Well done. Oh, that's going to make a nice paint ring eventually. Right. Everything should have dried by now. We should be able to pull those last few. I do hope Violet's all right. Now, how much is showing through? Next to nothing. So, I'm going to pop these back down. So that we do get something. And I would like a couple of tortoises. There we are. So we might get some of that remnant as well, but it's not too likely, I don't think. They didn't look as if there was much showing, but the thing is, you never know until you pull it, do you? I do like a nice play. I do hope you're all having a nice play yourselves. Didn't sound like P&M were doing much playing. Sounded like you were working. That's not a good idea, is it? No, we don't want to do work. Silly idea. Which reminds me, I must do some hoovering. Right, I'm going to put it from this side and take these off. Remove the hair. I think that's probably one of mine. It's a bit long for a dog one. Oh dear, I wish I could get rid of this cough. I absolutely hate it. Bubble wrap on that. Yeah, well, maybe. Getting ready for work. Oh, well, there you are. You see, it's work again, isn't it? I'm going to have a birthday in December. They get bigger every year. Silly things. I'm going to pop that down for a bit. I hope that I might be able to pull something off there. Yeah, see, you're not getting much of what was there, but you are getting quite a bit of that. And there's another hair on there that I missed. Oh. Now then, that is looking lovely. What should I pull that with? Is that the one that had the silver with it? I don't think it is, so it should go on white. Well, I don't know, it might be, because look, there is some sort of silveriness there. Maybe it will come off on black. If that was the case, should I put some gold with it? Or some copper? What do you think? It's definitely got something happening. I was thinking about the silver. What do you think? What do you think? Silver or copper? There you go. Got a choice of two. Silver or copper? Copper. Yeah, okay. I'd go for copper. I'd go for copper every time. So black paper or white? White would look like shibori. I don't know what shibori is. I've heard the term before, but I just can't remember. So white paper or black? We have a choice. You think white? Not black? Let's have a look at the other side. I think it's going to look lovely on black. But I think it would look quite nice on white as well. That's the trouble. Oh, let's do the white. Two people said white. Let's do the white. Because now I can't remember how I did the other thing. Was it white and phthalo? It was, wasn't it? No, it was the turquoise phthalo and pearl. Or was it silver? My paint is drying. I know my paint is drying, but it's definitely humid. I can feel it. Oh, some came through there. I'll pop that down for a sec. I'll have a look at this black one that's been sitting here. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't pull this one. I mustn't. Because this is going to look wonderful if I can have the patience to wait for it. And I do not want to spoil it. I mean, it has been waiting a while, but I don't think it's going to pull all of it up unless I wait overnight. So I'm sorry, guys, but I'm definitely going to wait for that one. It's just marvellous. Sorry. So we'll go back to the blue one and see what we might have. Oh, we've got something, but that also is not completely coming up. But it's good enough. It's good enough, I think. And it's left, apart from the hair, the tortoise down there. It's all right. It would have been better on black paper, I think, that one. That's the one that should have gone on the black. Never mind, it's pretty good. So this one, I think I would put copper on top of that and pull that on black paper, just to see. So that's got to dry. And this one, I think, I've only just put it down. I don't think this is ready either. No. I think it's now 9:15 here. And I think I'm going to leave it for now because I've got all 3 of my 8x10 plates with something on them that needs to dry before I do anything else. So I will leave that and I will pull these in the hopes that I've got something really good, because last time I said I'd pull something next day. When I pulled it, almost nothing there. So I will leave this. I'll post photos when I pull them, or a little shorty, one or the other, to show what happens. Okie dokie, guys and gals, mostly gals, all gals. So I'll see you all another time. I'm sorry Violet couldn't be here, and I really, really hope she hasn't had any big problems from that awful storm. And I'll play with the coffee cream at another time. And I've got to label the I don't know, that is the odd attempt at a gold that didn't quite come off. That's the bronze that came off beautifully. I'm really pleased with that. Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you. Really, really. Okay. Bye-bye. See you guys next time on Monday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here we go.